गई यार, लाइट फिर चली गई थी, फिर शुरू करनी पड़ी स्ट्रीम। अब यार अब ना जाए, मुझे तो कंसोल का डर लगा रहता है, इसको कुछ ना हो जाए बस। गुड मॉर्निंग भाई, गुड मॉर्निंग। मतलब वैसे तो गुड इवनिंग, बट ठीक है, गुड मॉर्निंग। तू रहता कहाँ पर है? यूएस कनाडा में रहता है क्या तू?
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check that.
झारखंड में रहता है, फिर गुड मॉर्निंग भाई। सही है, चल सही है।
Please tell me you
अच्छा
didn't
स्टाइल
take
है।
it. But perhaps it's been here all along. Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be
बढ़िया
discreet.
तरीका।
Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
नहीं भाई, बढ़िया बढ़िया, ऐसे ही लग रहा
Even
है।
he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping,
नहीं आई है क्या?
but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
ये सब तो सुन लिया. नहीं, इसके बीच में चली गई थी लाइट.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack.
किसी उस पे है प्लेटफॉर्म OTT प्लेटफॉर्म पे क्या टॉरेंट वगैरह खरीदूं मैं ऑनलाइन
He's
देख
a
रहा
lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to
हाँ
find
यार
the
2
last
मिनट
of
में
Mr.
आया
Bickle's
मैं.
friends.
चल भाई कंटिन्यू करते हैं.
Revelio. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
मतलब न्यू चैनल किस लिए?
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her
gameplay walkthrough 28 minute के डालूं उस पे.
never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again.
पता नहीं,
Do
सोचता
you
हूँ
mind
आइडिया तो
if
तूने
I
अच्छा
share this
दिया मेरे
information
को.
with Officer Singer?
सोचता हूँ इसके बारे में.
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
नहीं, वो तो रिकॉर्ड हो जाएगा मेरा गेम प्ले साथ साथ स्ट्रीम के शायद, लेकिन वो रिकॉर्ड करना, फिर उसके बाद उसे अपने लैपटॉप में डालना, उसके बाद कुछ कट वगैरह करना, वीडियो को एडिट करना, उसके बाद अपलोड करना, बहुत टाइम कंज्यूमिंग है. बट नहीं यार, अच्छा आइडिया दिया तूने, मैं भी कर लूँगा, लेकिन शायद करने से पहले ये चैनल थोड़ा ग्रो हो जाए ना, उसके बाद सोचता हूँ.
Perhaps I'll find her there. Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio!
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
पता नहीं यार क्यों नहीं आ रहे. अभी चैनल छोटा भी तो है, मेरे सब्सक्राइबर ही कितने 350 तो है.
There must be another way forward.
प्लस इंडिया में गेम्स इतने पता नहीं कम ही देखते लोग. सबसे ज़्यादा व्यूज़ जो आए मेरे से स्पाइडरमैन में ही आए हैं. स्पाइडरमैन को तो पता नहीं,
Natty must have been taken this way.
बहुत ही ज़्यादा हिट होता स्पाइडरमैन का
To
गेम.
find her quickly.
प्लस मैं पहले बोलता भी नहीं था ना, मेरा चैनल नो कमेंट्री चैनल था. मैंने शायद कुछ 3-4 महीने से तो बोलना शुरू किया. तो पहले मेरे पास
Be sure I'm not seen.
जो सब्सक्राइबर्स है वो पूरी वर्ल्ड के ही थे. अब सिर्फ इंडियंस आएंगे जो मतलब जिसको सिर्फ हिंदी आती है, तो वो भी रीज़न है कम व्यूज़ का. हाँ, फर्स्ट ईयर मैंने मोबाइल गेम ज़्यादा देखा, वह कुछ नहीं था करने का. उसके बाद मैंने 1 साल का ब्रेक ले लिया था. उसके बाद ऊपर PS4 आया तो मैंने उसके डाल लिया. फिर मैंने PS5 खरीद लिया तो मैंने उसके डाल दिया.
Incendio. Bombarda.
How dare you do such a thing to me? Expulsion!
I did it. And an Ashwinder, no less.
सोचता हूँ यार नया चैनल तो नहीं अरे नहीं इतनी मेहनत नहीं करनी तूने ये सब तो काम मैंने खुद ही करने हैं बट नया चैनल ये चैनल तो रहेगा ही रहेगा मैं बाद में सोचूंगा कि और चैनल बनाने के बट ये चैनल तो रहेगा ही रहेगा यार शुरू से बनाया इससे तो इमोशंस वगैरह जुड़े हुए ऐसे नहीं छोड़ सकता इस चैनल को मैं बहुत मेहनत करी इस चैनल पे
Revelio. Revelio. Natty must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Over here. I need your help.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
हाँ अब क्या हुआ चैनल का
Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or
सही
as quickly,
coping mechanism
and we
था
cannot
तेरा
miss detection.
I shall do my best.
अच्छा फ्री फायर ही बंद हो गया
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked by something.
बढ़िया यार 200-300 व्यू फ्री फायर मतलब तेरी चैनल में तो काफी सही है यार
Revelio. Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there.
अच्छा हाँ काफी टाइम हो गया मैं अभी 2020 में चलाया था नहीं हाँ 20 में शुरू किया था तो अब क्यों बंद कर दी डालनी तूने फ्री फायर बंद हो गया तो क्या हुआ कॉल ऑफ ड्यूटी की डाल दे एपेक्स की डाल दे
Revelio. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
हाँ ये तो मज़ा बड़ा था उस टाइम पे खेलने में अच्छा
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
तो चैनल तो अभी भी होगा बंद थोड़ी होगा क्योंकि डालनी शुरू कर दे फिर से या स्ट्रीमिंग कर
We
ले
owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
Revelio.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
अरे लव लेटर है ये तो।
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, हाँ ये भी सही है, ये भी सही है। पीसी लेने के बाद डाल, बढ़िया है बढ़िया है।
Lumos.
Lumos. Officer Singer, and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
बढ़िया नाम है, खतरनाक नाम है। शार्क गेमिंग।
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabel right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me.
Lumos.
We shall speak soon.
क्या बात है, 800 सब्सक्राइबर, बढ़िया है भाई। दौड़ेगा चैनल तेरा तो।
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
अभी हैलोवीन की डेकोरेशन हुई थी लास्ट में, क्रिसमस की डेकोरेशन होगी। सही है भाई, सही है। ये छोटी छोटी डिटेल्स इतनी सही लगती है ना। कैंडल सस्पेंडेड है भाई, जादू।
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
नहीं नहीं यार, डालता हूँ वो डिस्क्रिप्शन तो हर उसमें डालता हूँ, इसमें नहीं डाला क्योंकि मुझे लग रहा था लाइट वेट चली जाएगी तो फिर स्ट्रीम में की डिटेल्स फिल करने का फ़ायदा नहीं है कुछ। डाल दूंगा, मतलब स्ट्रीम ख़त्म होने के बाद डिस्क्रिप्शन और टाइटल वगैरह वो तो चेंज हो गई ऑब्वियसली।
Why does students
Revelio.
It means he wants to have some fun.
Lumos.
Beat.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll
हाँ,
find some way
बिल्कुल,
to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there.
क्रॉसफायर वाले गेम्स,
Until then.
एपेक्स है, कॉल ऑफ ड्यूटी है, खेलेंगे, बता दियो मेरे को तू जैसे आया तेरा।
Revelio. How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Off on another adventure.
हैरी पॉटर देखते हो सोचा नहीं था कि इतना बड़ा होगा हॉगवर्ट्स। बहुत बड़ा है, बहुत बड़ा स्कूल है।
Mine now, demiguise. Revelio.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss this.
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
सही यार पॉलिटिक्स पोशन यूज कर लिया.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
मैं मैजिक यूज कर पा रहा.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only... you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
What could the headmaster want?
Gareth! Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor. Yes, of course.
All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Well, there's one for my diary.
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game?
You
You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir,
Dream enjoy kar,
good
baki
mind
itna
to
na
write to
kar.
the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a head?
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
Not the best idea.
The headmaster. I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all.
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Professor Black is happy with Scrope's performance as his house elf. There's no doubt in Scrope's mind.
Ahem. Attention, students. I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the noble banners of Gryffindor. I shall be taking no questions at this time. Or ever.
क्या बात है, क्या बात है.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah! Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle. Incendio! Rebellion! Aloha Mora. What do we have here? A demiguise. Mine now, demiguise. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
वाह भाई वाह.
Lumos. Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio.
हरमाइनी कहती है ना, ये पहले पार्ट में आते हुए हॉल में एंटर करती है.
Lumos.
Revelio. Revelio.
कोई वो है, क्या कहते हैं, नाम भूल गया मैं. गॉबलेट ऑफ फायर है क्या ये? हाँ, गॉबलेट ऑफ फायर, क्या बात है.
Revelio. Revelio. The gargoyle. That's why I need to speak the password. Revelio. Toujours pure. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio. That must be the pedestal. Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
I should have run when I could.
They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead. Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Oh यार
I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them. Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose. Now's my chance. That's the way forward. Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
क्या बात है ग्लो को इनविजिबिलिटी किधर जाना है अब अच्छा सामने
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
वेल्डर वॉन्ड है क्या ये? हाँ
I've never felt such power.
Bombarda!
Revelio.
Bombarda!
Defender. Depulso. Descendo. Defender.
Bombarda!
Potato. Stupid. Depulso. Stupid.
Bombarda!
Defender. Depulso. Descendo.
Bombarda!
Defender.
Bombarda!
Defender. Potato. Stupid one. Descendo.
Bombarda!
Stupid one. Defender. Depulso. Descendo.
Bombarda!
Defender. Depulso. Descendo. Defender.
Bombarda!
Defender.
अरे क्या हाल है भाई अरे क्या बात है इंटरव्यू पीरियड बहुत बढ़िया भाई बहुत बढ़िया कंग्रेचुलेशन भाई कंग्रेचुलेशन बहुत बढ़िया यार टॉप 2.6% KD रेशियो वैल्व और रेंट में भाई सही है यार सही है
Bombarda. Defender. Descendo. Depulso. Potato. Stupid one. Bombarda. Defender. Stupid one. Stupid one. Defender. Bombarda. Descendo. Bombarda. Descendo. Defender. Bombarda. Defender. Descendo. Bombarda. Defender. Depulso. Descendo. Defender. Bombarda.
Oh my god रिजरेक्शन स्टोन मिलेगा क्या हमको?
A simple stone. This must be for me.
Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
I can't believe she's dead.
Oh, poor Neve.
May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Revelio.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
वो अवार्ड का डालना सीख रहे हैं क्या वो? Bombard आई? Yeah.
Deke has some exciting news to share.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you had an idea.
Indeed, Deke does. Deke knows that you want to learn about all sorts of beasts, and Deke recently heard rumors of a phoenix nest in a nearby mountain.
A phoenix nest? I wonder if it belongs to the phoenix Natty mentioned, the one Harlow and the poacher pack are after.
Deke would not doubt it. If Deke has heard of it, surely the nasty poachers have as well, which means it could be in danger.
Well, I'd better go and rescue it then, hadn't I?
Deke thinks so. So majestic a beast should not fall into such vile hands. Deke is not sure why, but Deke feels that saving a phoenix might help to make amends for what happened with Deke's prior master. Deke hopes that you are able to find the phoenix and bring it to the room where it will be safe.
यार ये भी इधर जाने, इधर जाएं कैसे, मेरे को यही नहीं पता रास्ता कहाँ से इधर का। उड़ के जाना देगा शायद यहाँ से। देखते हैं, पहले हॉग्वर्ट्स जाकर चीजें बेचनी है।
You're back. Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Hello, pardon me?
Hello there. Was there something you needed?
Hello, I was wondering if you would be interested in having your own shop and a house elf to help you with it. Penny's the name. Penny's mistress is selling this shop, and Penny is most eager to start working with the new owner. It might surprise you to know that Penny can sell practically anything.
Oh, it would be wonderful to have a place to sell things and someone to help me.
You'll be able to give Penny almost anything that you want to sell. It will be no work at all for you once the shop is up and running. If you want the shop and Penny hopes that you do, you should talk to Penny's mistress as soon as you can. Her name is Cassandra Mason.
Why is your mistress selling the shop? And you?
Penny cannot be certain as Mistress Mason so rarely confides in her. However, she repeatedly mentions how tired she has become of trying to let the shop. She has had rotten bad luck with the last few tenants.
Are you all right? Are you holding your breath?
Penny's fine. Sometimes Penny simply needs to remind herself to stop talking.
What kind of things would I be able to sell in the shop?
All kinds. Anything from essence of Dittany to mooncalf fur. If a buyer exists for something, then Penny can sell it and get the best price. Just ask Mistress Mason.
Why are the premises in such disarray?
Oh, the previous tenants were not able to manage very well. They seem to have given up rather quickly. Penny is perfectly capable of helping clean and repair, so the shop will be ready for business in no time.
How is it you're so good at selling? Seems unusual for a house elf.
Oh, before he died, Penny's previous owner, Master Mason, trusted her to do all sorts of things to help him with his shop. Penny supposes it is a bit unusual for a house elf to possess such skill, but Master Mason commanded it, and Penny was happy to oblige. Master Mason was a wonderful master.
All right. I shall go and find Madam Mason.
Oh, this is splendid news indeed. You won't be sorry. You can find Mistress Mason at her home on the north edge of the village. Penny does hope she gets to work with you.
हाय यार, पहले तो यार सही में यार कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन यार, तेरा इंटरव्यू क्लियर हो गया। बड़ी जल्दी बता दी तुमको। वैसे मेरे को लगता था कि 3-4 हफ्ते लगते हैं, लेकिन देखो तो 1 हफ्ते में रिजल्ट मिल गया। सही है सही है। कहाँ पे जाना पड़ेगा? शिफ्ट होना पड़ेगा कि घर के पास ही है? अच्छा। अभी तो और ट्राई करेगा, कॉलेज में कोई बेटर मिल गया तो छोड़ देगा फिर इसे, या फिर ये बेस्ट है तेरा।
Hello, Madam Mason. I understand you have a shop to sell.
Why, yes. Yes, I do. Are you interested?
Perhaps. It depends upon your terms.
I think you will find my terms quite generous. But, and do please forgive me for asking, don't you think you might be a tad young to own a shop?
I have a knack for this sort of thing, if I do say so myself. If I can meet your terms, I hope that you'll sell to me.
Well, I reckon you have the confidence needed for such a venture. And of course you'll have Penny to help you. That elf could sell tea to a troll. I assume she told you she comes with the place.
She did indeed.
I like you. Tell you what, I shall sell you the space for an exceedingly fair price. I think you might just be shrewd enough to make a go of it.
An exceedingly fair price for a shop and an elf. What's the catch?
Huh? You are wise to be wary in business dealings. No catch, really. I simply ask that you allow me to do you the favour of buying the shop back. At a discount, of course, should your efforts fail. The last thing we need here in Hogsmeade is for one bad apple to spoil the barrel, if you get my meaning.
Ha! Your faith in me is overwhelming. You're sorely mistaken if you think I'm going to fail.
There's that confidence again. And, of course, I wish you every success. Do we have a deal?
What precisely do you mean, should my efforts fail?
Honestly, I only mean that if for some reason you're unable to keep the shop going, I could help you cut your losses. That's all. But, as you've implied, the odds of that happening are remote.
The shop seems to be in an ideal location. Why has no one purchased it yet?
It is indeed. But I've just decided to sell. I've grown weary of being a landlady. My late husband was the one with a passion for shopkeeping and business in general. You'd be wise to take advantage of this opportunity before the offers start rolling in.
It looks to be rather a mess. Why haven't other tenants been able to make a go of it there?
As you've no doubt considered, running a shop is not as simple as those less savvy might think. The new owner, however, will have something that previous tenants did not. The benefit of Penny's particular prowess. Her assistance will make all the difference, I should think, in both getting the shop ready for business and ensuring its success.
It does sound intriguing, but I need to consider my finances first. I'll come and find you if I'm interested.
Very well, but I won't be able to keep the shop available for too long. If you do want the shop, I'd advise you to return to me as soon as possible.
1500 की है शॉप लाए तो ले लेते
Penny's terribly keen to put her business acumen to use. I do hope we're able to do business together.
Madam Mason, about the shop.
Yes?
I've decided I'd like to go ahead and purchase the shop.
I have to say I'm impressed. You are a remarkably resourceful student.
I am indeed.
And brave. You won't be sorry. Give me the money and I shall get the paperwork filed immediately.
Wonderful. Shall I head directly to the shop?
Please do. Oh, one more thing. Since my husband died, I've not been able to bring myself to retrieve some of his personal items. They're in a chest at the back of the shop. Penny has the key. As you get organised, I would be terribly grateful if you could help an old widow and gather his things for me before you open for business. I wish you the very best of luck in your endeavours. Penny will meet you there.
चलो भाई दुकान भी खरीद ली हमने बढ़िया ही सोचा नहीं था इसमें दुकान भी खरीद सकते हैं बिजनेस हो गए तो
Well, I've done it, Penny. The shop is mine.
Oh, Penny is so pleased. Penny was hoping you would be the one to purchase it.
I'm glad you're here to help me.
Goodness, what a kind thing to say. Penny will do all that she can to make this a success. There is much to do. The last tenant left in a bit of a rush, so we'll need to clean up and do some repairs.
Well then, let's get to it.
Penny is ready. Between the two of us, we should have this place up and running in no time.
Repairer!
Oh, Penny can already see the potential. This will surely be the most successful.
I know it. Meet me outside.
Mistress Mason wanted Penny to be sure and give you this key. It opens a chest in the back room of this shop.
Oh yes, she mentioned it to me. It contains some of her late husband's belongings.
Penny wonders if you should open the chest.
Are you holding your breath again?
Penny must get back to work now.
Revelio. Lumos. That's odd. Why would someone store one hat in here? Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio. Incendio.
भाई बहुत स्पूकी है तो।
Revelio. Well, that's not very hospitable.
Oh, goody! Someone to play with. You seem
Oh भाई डरावना है तो।
this will be.
Lumos.
For me, at least.
Revelio. That's new. Onwards, I suppose. What in the... Who's there? Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Bats. Lovely. Revelio. Seems as if I should hang something there. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. These lanterns must belong somewhere.
How enlightening! You might survive a bit longer than the others.
Lumos.
Oh, you've come so far so quickly. Well done. You might be just the playmate I've been looking for. I do hope you enjoy my playground. I encourage you to tell everyone about it. If you make it out, that is. Please try. If you get to the end, perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. I do want your shop to succeed, after all. What's the saying? Two sides to every story. Unfortunately for you, both sides here to my story. And you'll have to complete both to get to the end. You've chosen the scholarly Lumos. You'll need more than you've learned from books to best me.
Revelio.
अबे क्या चीज है ये? Just weirdest.
It's always good to have a different perspective on things.
Revelio. Reparo. Revelio. Lumos. Bombarda. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
So much fun to be had. My head is spinning.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Incendio. Bombarda. Bombarda.
मैं क्या करूं, मैं फंस गया तो।
Revelio. Bombarda. Glacier. Descendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Perhaps I should pull the lantern into this room to cause the room to rotate again.
अबे यार ग्लिच हो गया।
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
All books and no play make one quite dull.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Revelio. Bombarda. Lumos. Revelio.
Oh, deja vu. What?
Lumos.
ओए ये क्या वो चक्कर है तो पूरा
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Running in circles, are we? Perhaps you should retrace your steps.
Lumos.
What was that? Whoa.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Bombarda. Lumos.
हाई जेल से आगे मेरे को तो ये क्या हो रहा है
Bombarda. Lumos.
Oh, how nice of him to pop in.
Lumos. Bombarda. Stupefy. 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 Incendio. Lumos. Bombarda. Descender. Grenade. Stupefy. Bombarda. Descender. Grenade. Stupefy. Stupefy. Bombarda. Descender. Stupefy.
Home sweet.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
ये बढ़िया था यार, बहुत बहुत कमाल का भाई, बहुत कमाल का था।
Well done. I'll give you a moment to collect yourself, if you can. Ta-ta for now. I simply adore this blooming place. Don't you?
Incendio.
You know, foliage, like most living things, survive.
Like, wanted out.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
What's this? A game within a game? Ooh, knight to H3.
Chess तो आती नहीं मैं
Knight to knight.
Revelio. Revelio. That wasn't too difficult.
Oh, goodness. I do hope you're having as much fun as me. I think I'll keep you around a bit longer.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Leviosa. Oh.
Bombarder!
Oh, I'm afraid of the dark. Does it worry you that I can see you, but you can't?
Wingardium Leviosa.
It should. I'd offer you a seat, but I'm rearranging the furniture. Plus, don't want you getting too comfortable in the store, do I?
Incendio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
Ah, a worthy playmate. Well done.
Potato. Stupid one. Stupid one. Incendio. Bombarda. Glacier. Descendo. Stupid one. Descendo. Potato. Stupid one. Bombarda. Stupid one. Incendio. Bombarda. Descendo. Potato. Stupid. Incendio. Lumos. 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 Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Time to make mistakes, so to speak. Where shall I begin? is cat, but cat is cat. I mean, you cat. Now that should get your attention. Well, this has been fun. Much to do, much to do. See you in a bit. Aha! Finally! You, my inordinately clever friend, appear to have traversed this seemingly never-ending dungeon relatively unscathed. And now I suppose you'll want to go. Everyone leaves me, usually in a straitjacket, never to return. I'm starting to take it personally. I'm tired of having no one to play with. Ooh, tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If you can match wits with me now, and agree to give me unfettered access through the shop for, say, 1 day a month to have a little fun, I'll sign a contract. Pursuant to which, let me see, I will blah, 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 blah. Oh, yes, leave you and your customers alone at all other times, etc., etc. You get your shop, I get my chaos. Sound acceptable? Excellent! Let the games begin! That's just cat, but cat is cat. I mean, cat.
Bovada. Glaciers. Crucible. Descender. Accio. Insect. Imperial.
just once, try seeing things from my point of view.
Bombarda.
Well, well, finally, someone deserving of the playground I so meticulously crafted. Such a treat to have fun again in my little dungeon.
I must say, I enjoy a good challenge.
Ah, a kindred, dare I say, spirit.
So, about the contract.
I am a poltergeist of my word.
Why would you enter into such an agreement?
Much as I love banging about the place, it's no comparison to seeing customers' faces when I bonk them on the heads with a chocolate frog. One doesn't really understand the value of an audience until one is without it.
Just to be clear, what does this agreement entail, specifically?
Pay attention. You guarantee that I can have my fun at least one day each month without fuss. I let you work the rest of the time, mostly in peace.
Very well. I shall agree to your contract with one small addendum.
Hooray! No more of this unsatisfying banging about all day in a pitiful void. Wait, did you say one small addendum?
I did. In order that I have a successful shop with lots of customers, would you agree to causing chaos only after 9 o'clock in the evening?
Would you agree to at least 2 days a month instead of one?
I would.
Pleasure doing business with you. You've worn me out. Ah, well done. I had a feeling about you. I have to admit, Cassandra did a wonderful job finding the puppet playmate.
Hello, Penny.
Penny is so glad you're back.
You knew exactly where I was going when I entered that chest.
Penny was beginning to think yet another shopkeeper was going to end up in St. Mungo's.
Another shopkeeper? St. Mungo's? I think you should explain, Penny. Penny, please stop holding your breath. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, please forgive Penny. Penny is forbidden from telling you anything.
But how can you be forbidden from telling me what's going on? I purchased this shop.
Penny is confused. Penny thought that if you came back, you would own the shop.
You should have told me the truth and punished yourself as necessary. I need to go and find Officer Singer.
Penny is so sorry. Penny wanted to tell you everything. Truly. Surely Officer Singer will know what to do. Penny will wait right here.
Lumos. Officer Singer, I have some information you might be interested in.
Ah, good to see you again. What can I do for you?
Cassandra Mason sold me her shop and then tried to drive me mad in a haunted dungeon.
Cassandra Mason sold you her shop?
I am perfectly capable of owning a shop, but more importantly, did you not hear the bit about the dungeon?
No, I heard that bit too.
And, according to the house elf that came with the shop, she has done this sort of thing before, repeatedly.
I wondered what was going on. She seems to have had a great deal of trouble keeping a tenant in that shop. In any event, these are serious accusations indeed. Perhaps a little visit with Cassandra is in order to clear this all up. Shall we?
Oh, hello, Ruth. I see you've met my new tenant.
Cassandra, it's my understanding that you sold your shop and your elf to this student. Now, they've been telling me some very interesting stories about your business practices. Perhaps you should come with me.
Stop her!
Confringo!
Descendo! Bombarda!
Leviosa!
Stupid! Incendio! Imperio! Descendo!
What on earth are they teaching you at that school these days? What on earth are they teaching you at that school these days?
Confringo!
Stupid! Bombarda! Descendo! Crucible! Stupid! Stupid! Bombarda! Descendo! Descendo! Accio! Incendio! Bombarda! Stupid one! Leviosa! Accio! Incendio! Descendo!
Such a sack.
Ah, I'm disappointed in you, Cassandra. Incarcerate! You don't know what you're doing! Don't I? I always wondered why you couldn't seem to keep a tenant in that shop of yours. I must admit, the notion of a haunted dungeon never crossed my mind. Thanks for this. You can head back to the shop. Check on that house elf of yours, she's probably terrified.
Spoony little traitor herself! I should have known it was...
Silencio. Oh, and not to worry. Cassandra will immediately file the paperwork needed to grant you ownership of both the shop and the elf. On her way to Azkaban.
Thank you, Officer Singer.
Best of luck to you as the newest shop owner in Hogsmeade.
ये बढ़िया तरीका है।
Penny, I have what I hope will be good news. Officer Singer confirmed that ownership of the shop has now transferred to me.
Oh, well, that is good news. Penny is so relieved. Penny had the most difficult time keeping the truth from you. Penny promises to work as hard as she can for such a kind new owner.
No need, Penny, I'm freeing you. थोड़ी देर उसके बाद फ्री कर देंगे.
I look forward to working with you.
All that's left is for you to choose a sign for your new shop, and Penny will take care of the rest.
Gladwin Brewster, Westers and Venom. Venom की स्पेलिंग ये थोड़ी थी, Venom. पता नहीं क्या चीज़ है. यही कर लेते Brewster.
I choose Cladwell and Brewster.
Excellent choice. Have a look outside.
Thank you. I shall work on collecting items for the shop's inventory. Oh, and Penny, we'll be closing the shop by 9 o'clock every night.
Today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Oh, Penny will fetch a good price for what you'd like to sell. Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Revelio.
क्या बात है भाई मेरी दुकान. चलो भाई आज के लिए इतना ही. कल मिलते हैं. अच्छा हुआ लाइट नहीं गई स्ट्रीम के बीच में फिर से, वरना ये बंद होती. बाकी यार इस साइड क्वेस्ट में बड़ा मजा आया. जब तक सबसे लंबा और सबसे बढ़िया और लिटरली डरावना था ये साइड क्वेस्ट. तो फिर कल मिलते हैं फिर. ओके फिर टाटा बाय बाय.